Starting on the pole, the number K9 machine of Alan Wood. It's going to be there. Let's see, what are you doing? Cameras, folks. Oh, boy. All right. So, as mentioned, Alan Wood. And get this thing calibrated here in a moment. Apologies for that. All right. So, Alan Wood, K9 machine, Cameron Veach in the 73, the 00 of Rick Icksteed. And then we got that 29 machine, a car that was not here yesterday. So good to have that driver here. And Tommy is getting all clarification on name and numbers, of course. It says Schaefer on the window. And then we see the number 55 machine of Mike Burks. That car got around during the hot laps, but was able to keep it off the wall and continue on here. The 26, Chris Carnish. That car definitely going to be one to watch here tonight. Then the number 13 machine, driver Darren Myers. Lap number 1 of this heat race. Factory stocks. These guys put on a show yesterday. See some of them still kind of working out the bugs here. Down the back straightaway right now. Oh, we're going to have some side-by-side and contact, and into the wall goes the 55 machine. But these things are built like tanks, and Burks continues on. Going to get a little squirrely over here. 00 just avoids hitting the wall. Notice a much higher line than we saw yesterday. This track is going to have very different conditions as they prepared for the weather we had yesterday, but then the wind didn't show up. So we will definitely pay attention to how that all goes. We're about to go 3 wide right now. Icksteed to the inside. Beach on the outside. That 73 car looks like it's working much better here today. K9 of Wood out of turn number 4 is going to see the white flag flying. The battle for second right now, the 73 machine of Veach. Icksteed on the inside takes the position. Hold on to it there. Carnish is going to take over to the 3rd spot after that wiggle, but out of turn number 4, checkered flag going to come out for the K9 of Alan Wood. Icksteed takes home 2nd, 3rd to Carnish, 4th to Veach. Make a couple of adjustments here.
So you're going to see a car in here that does not belong.
It's a pace car.
But we've got an explanation.
Yes, we do.
The pace car is actually going to be a race car here. That's a 95 of Steve Worstell.
Nice.
He's the only super stock that showed up here tonight. I guess everybody else got scared or didn't want to race today.
Right.
So he'll be leading the field to the green and participating in this race.
He'll be racing. It'll be kind of like coming up here in a couple weeks, the 24 hours at Daytona where they have multiple divisions race together. So he's going to have his own race, and that's where they put him ahead of everybody. So he'll be pulling his laps, and then these drivers, of course, will be doing their thing. Well, Tommy, do we have a lineup here?
We sure do. Let me double check here that everything's good to go.
All right. Green flag is in the air. You see the difference.
Oh, big time. On the pole with his number 65 machine. That is piloted by, Chris Leventis. And Chris is off to a good start. In the 2nd spot, the driver who was at a banquet last night in the Verona Speedway banquet. That's Chris Fritz in the number 12 machine. 42, third spot right now, that is Sunny Trent from San Diego. And rounding out the field, the 31, you saw her last night, Alyssa Smith.
Alyssa almost catching the wall down the back straightaway. So here's Steve. He's having his fun.
Did you catch that wall rider in the last heat?
I sure did.
I got to straighten out these photos, man.
Well, why don't you just send them to yourself?
Too late now.
Because I mean, you're more photogenic than I am.
We're good. So you see Worstel, you did see Worstel. He was out to a pretty big lead. Now, he's in his own race here tonight, as he will be, I guess, all night. This is going to be his one and only heat and then his one and only main. But it's nice, it's cool that the track didn't just say, no, we don't have anybody else for you to race with, go home.
Right.
You know, he paid the same pit entry that everybody else did, and he's going to play. So, like you said, Jeffrey, a little mixed division, but doesn't look like he's in anybody's way here tonight, as he'll come to the white flag.
In anybody's way, he's going to lap the field.
No changes from the starting lineup versus how we're running it now for the street stocks. It'll be Leventis, your leader, Fitz in the second spot.
Now Smith running in the fourth spot.
Oh, we might see a battle here at the end.
Won the main event last night after smacking the wall.
Still comes to the checkered flag. His race is done. But this is the real race on the racetrack. Through turns number 3 and 4, it'll be.
What happened?
You saw what I saw. I have no idea. I heard the 65 come by of Leventis. Seemed like he was down on power at the wrong time. Chris Fritz from Chula Vista will take the win out of turn number 4.
Look at this. Look what the duct tape did overnight.
Oh boy, let me add some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit here.
Looks like we'll have some modified heats coming up now.
Yep.
We'll get you some tape here.
Are we doing a thing tonight?
I am gonna try to do that right now.
All right.
Chris says you're still too hot. That's always good.
Thank you, Chris.
When you're hot, you're hot.
It's about time he noticed. The announcer here definitely took a notice. Here at Perris Auto Speedway. Just checking out my moon. According to him. I don't know, though.
All right, I'm going to stay right here for this.
Okay. All right.
Just to dial things more in.
Do it. I like your style. Let me know if we're doing the thing. All right. So, you ready for a starting lineup?
I sure am.
All right. So am I.
That'll be on the pole, the number 33A of Billy Wormsbecker. Start on the pole of heat number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds. This is a points-paying division, or points-paying race for the IMCA sanction, so state and national being awarded here tonight. That's why we see some travelers. They'll be in the second heat. Well, technically we got a traveler here in this one. Andy Obertello in the number 129 outside front row. Row 2 has Keith Altig in the 40. And then we got the number 00 from Winnemucca, Nevada. That is Corey Sample. And Joseph Altig rounding out the field. So they had one car in the pit last night, and they figured, hey, let's add one more.
I like it.
So 5-car heat, race number 1.
All right, here we go.
Field coming around the bend, and we go racing heat race number 1. Obertello with a high side run out of turn number 2, takes the lead over Wormsbecker. Corey Sample in 3rd, and the battle of the Altigs 4th and 5th.
Uh-oh, did someone forget to come out? How about our winner from last night?
Yeah, our winner last night. Bradley Moore is in the 24. He's going to almost start a lap down. He's about a straightaway away from being a lap down. I think either someone didn't get their car started or maybe forgot.
Had to go to the bathroom, maybe.
That's just low budget TV right there.
Yeah, we actively start our races a couple laps down. Not on purpose, just we're always so busy doing the video stuff during a racing event. When we race, it happens.
Altig's battling it out. That is Joseph Altig, Keith Altig, and the 04 and 40 machine. Keith to the inside, Joseph to the outside. That's a battle for fourth. Old man showing the kid how it's done right now. Here comes Joseph to the inside, taking a look. Nothing changing around the track. Into turn number one, still side by side for the fourth spot between the Altigs, and a major bobble for Keith on the high side. I thought the tire went down or maybe suspension broke, but that thing just went north and again to go west.
The 129 is our leader. The 24 came out 3/4 of a lap into this heat race.
Andy Overtello taking the white flag. He's down the back straightaway, no pressure this entire heat race. Took the lead out of turn number 2 on the first lap. And through turns number 3 and 4, we'll come to the checker at heat number 1. Winner, Andy Overtello. Second spot, Warmsbecker. Third spot, Sample. Fourth spot, Joseph Altig and Keith Altig. Finishing 5th and around the corner. Like Jeffrey said, last night's main event winner, Bradley Morris.
That's interesting.
Done messed up.
Or maybe it was planned, Tommy.
He's just giving everybody an advantage.
Yeah, making it interesting tonight. So are we doing the thing?
Yes, getting ready to.
Getting ready to?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Wanted to make sure we sounded good.
Ah, nice. The thing will enjoy one heat race.
Heck yeah.
You still dialing, or do you want to switch?
I'm
good where I'm at.
No, let's switch. We're good. There's 2 pages there for you.
Ah, good. I'm ready when you are.
I'm not.
I'm ready when you aren't, then. Take that.
Alrighty.
Well, starting on the pole in heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds, we have the number 70 T-Dog, Terry Hirschberger. Starting on the outside, the 29 machine in the field. That is driver Charles Becker. Starting in the 3rd spot, the number 1-2 of Josh Combs. And outside of him, the 15B machine of Sir Bradley Pounds.
Yes.
And starting a driver that showed up today, wasn't here
drivers.
yesterday? 2 of them, 44K of Kelsey Foley, Tommy.
Yep.
And the 75 in the field, that is driver
Chaz Bacca Jr.
That's it, green flag in the air.
Both drivers coming from Arizona to race here tonight at Perris Auto Speedway, side by side up front, making almost a 3-wide battle. Love this.
Oh, trouble up front. Becker gets turned, and great job by everyone to avoid it. T-Dog got a little too sideways there, and Becker didn't really have anywhere to go. This likely will bring out the yellow. Not yet.
Oh, T-Dog with a push.
Caution.
I was just getting ready to say, and I might have jinxed it, but I do not feel at all responsible.
Yes.
That I love this side-by-side racing here at Perris because it's fast.
Yes.
Sometimes wild, and like Becker showed us, a little too wild.
Yes, it certainly is.
Well, right now, for those of you scrolling through Facebook, seeing this live look-in here from Perris Auto Speedway, we'll be live here tonight as we were last night for 2 nights of winter heat weekend action here at the Perris Auto Speedway. This is the one and only heat we're going to get you a tease for. This is the IMCA Modified heat number 2. Got some travelers in this one. I don't think anybody is local in this heat, I don't think. Maybe the 70. But again, we want you
Was Becker local?
Well, he was. Now he's out of the heat.
So that's not fair.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
fair. I'm not saying what you're saying is not fair. It's just
Yeah.
all the out-of-towners picking on the local. I mean, come on.
Hey, man. No, but we want you to join with us if you got nothing going on here tonight. www.lowbudget.tv. Got 3 viewing qualities available: standard, high quality, and my favorite, high definition. And the main events will be coming up shortly after a intermission.
Sunday afternoon of racing out here at Perris Auto Speedway. The Dominator, Brad Pounds, watching for the green in the air. These 5 modifieds roaring to turn number 1. T-Dog, that 70 machine in second spot. Baca in the 75. Still a little squirrely. Now, Tommy, the racing conditions here tonight are going to be different than the ones we saw yesterday.
Yes.
Because I believe more moisture was put on the track in anticipation for the wind, but the wind didn't show up. So we're going to have a little more moisture-filled track here tonight.
So as Jeffrey said, the track guys, they're like, you know what? If it's anything like last night, or yesterday, I should say, it was really windy, as you heard in our microphones. For those watching, and it really dried out the track. So today they applied more water and there's no wind. So we're gonna have a hooked up racetrack here tonight. I was talking to Jam and Josh Combs, battling for third right now on the inside in the 1-2 machine. He's saying, man, I was not prepared for the dry track, but I think I got something for him tonight.
Combs looking at the inside of T-Dog, maybe a little bumper action there into turn number 1.
And as battle up front, as that was taking place,
Pounds holds the lead, but Bach is closing in that 75 machine. However, the white flag is in the air, so any moves are going to have to be made in the next half mile.
Chaz looking low, searching away to get around the Dominator, Brad Pounds from Bakersfield, California. I think we might have a race on our hands here tonight, Jeffrey.
I like what I'm seeing, Tommy. Checker flag flies. Pounds takes the win. Bach is second. T-Dog third with Combs and Foley rounding out the cars running in this one. Tommy, 6 laps of heat racing. We just saw a number of heat races, and they put on some great racing last night.
It was a fun night with the factory stocks for sure. The street
factory
stocks
were crazy. The street stocks, they tried to take the wall down.
Oh, man.
And then that car that tried to take the wall down ended up winning.
Yeah, exactly. So you never know what you're going to get
No.
out here at Perris Auto Speedway. This is a fast half mile. And you see that you can get spread out and narrow it back up on the straightaways. Well, folks, that's it for our heat racing, and that's it for our Facebook Live look-in, Jeffrey.
I'm going to hold off on the cutting off of the Facebook Live look-in because, Tommy, as we talked about, last night's racing obviously was a lot of fun, but, of course, up until a certain point in the night last night. Now, if everyone takes a look, you'll see in the top right of our corner, we have the number 15, Tommy. Bill Eagleston last night in a tragic event racing here, unfortunately lost his life early on in that main event for the modifieds, and it definitely one of the worst wrecks we've ever seen. And Eagleston, to us, has always been a real fun personality, someone that we've always enjoyed the opportunity to interact with in the pit area.
Yeah, fun guy.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, he always would mess with us.
Yep.
And he had good reason to because, man, we still, like, to this day, I had a chat with him yesterday before the racing action, and even then we were talking about his name and how everyone just cannot figure out that it's Eagleston.
Yeah, but, you know, and to go back to have fun with him like we did, you know, when we got to know the guy, is it seemed like every weekend we'd call him a different last name, and same with everybody in the pits and everybody, you know, on the track announcers and everything. But he loved it because he was like, hey, man, you guys can call me whatever you want, but late for lunch, you know. and you know, that's the guy that I'm going to miss. And you know, I didn't sleep well last night. It was not a comfortable evening. And, you know, my thoughts and prayers go out to the entire family, all of his friends, all of his fans, and just nothing you want to see at the races. We're all here having fun. You know, Bill didn't seem like the guy who was battling for national points. He didn't seem like the guy who was out there to win a championship. He was the guy that just wanted to jump into the pits, get his hands dirty, jump in the race car, and go racing. And, you know, we all are going to miss that here with Bill. And, you know, again, thoughts and prayers to his family and friends, and as well as Kyle Morris, who was also involved in that wreck. Nothing that we want to see at a racetrack, but we'll continue on. That's all we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, as Tommy said, as we sign out of this Facebook Live, we just wanted to extend thoughts and prayers, of course, to, you know, Bill's family, like you said, also the group with Morris and the friends involved there. And really, I mean, the entire racing community, I know here on the West Coast, Tommy, a very tight group.
Yes.
And, I mean, we saw it across the board last night with not just dirt track racers, drivers that drive asphalt, drivers that do all sorts of different types of racing, but really we are that tight-knit group out here. And, I mean, it's never something that you want to see. And, I mean, it really just a heartbreaking incident that occurred last night.
And we're gonna you know, respect him and his family and everybody. He's gonna ride with us here tonight, all night long on the top right of the screen. Bill Eagleson, we'll miss you, bud.